Well, my name is Daniel Williams, and I have one piece of advice for you. I tell people often and always, initiate your faith. Have faith. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6 is one of my favorite verses and things that I keep in mind daily, weekly, monthly when I make decisions as a church leader. I lead the ministry EEleaders, but I also shepherd and have planted a local church in South Florida, Redemption Church in Delray Beach. And I always have something in mind when I'm trying to lead people and make decisions for the church. I want to do it by faith. I want to have faith in the moment and initiate faith to be able to make those decisions that impact us as a church. As a leader, I always want to do faith because the Bible says it's impossible to please God without faith. Hebrews 11:6 says, "And without faith, it is impossible to please him, for whoever would draw near to him must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who seek him." Some translations, I think the New King James says, who diligently seek him. I want to diligently put myself in a position of faith. If I have two decisions and one decision is pushing me towards faith and trust in God, I'm going to go for it. Because you know what? There is no failure then. You see, it's impossible to please God without faith because I have to trust him, knowing that he is a rewarder of those who diligently seek him and believe that he exists. If he's calling me to do something, there is no failure because then when I'm doing and what I'm doing, how I'm initiating my faith, it becomes worship. And as a leader, I want to do everything that I can that is worship unto the Lord. And so I want to continue to make decisions that put me in a position to have faith. I was recently thinking about this passage in the Gospels where Peter walked on water. Peter actually walked on water, but none of the other disciples did. And the crazy thing is, Jesus, the text says, he was just going to walk by, but Peter initiated, "Hey, Lord, if that's you," and he stopped, "have me come out and walk." He initiated his faith. He went proactively and said, "Jesus, I want to come to you. I want to follow you. Will you help me?" And what happened? Jesus said, come on. It was one of the only times that Jesus marveled in the Gospels is because when people had faith. When the Shattarian man asked for his servant to be healed, I think it's in Matthew chapter 8, Jesus was marveled at his faith because the guy was like, "Listen, you have authority. You don't even need to come to me. Just speak the words and it will be done." He made that a pause and said, listen, look, everyone, this man's faith is incredible. It's a godly example. Or you may remember the woman who anointed Jesus' feet with oil. I think it's Luke chapter 7. She anointed him with oil, and Jesus said to her, "By your faith, you are saved." He marveled at faith when people had great faith, and he honored faith, and it pleases God to have faith. But Jesus also marveled when the people had unbelief. Mark chapter 6, in his own hometown, prophet is not welcome. They said, "Who is this guy? I don't know." And the text says he could not do what he was supposed to do or what he wanted to do because of their lack of faith, because of their unbelief. I want to walk in faith. I want to initiate faith in my leadership, in my life, to proactively move towards trusting God, because no matter the outcome, it becomes worship and it pleases God. And so I can fail forward. I can keep on stepping out, venture out in faith, because it could be worship unto the Lord. And so I tell church leaders all the time, what is faith in the moment? How can you initiate it? Are you making decisions based off of faith? Not off of feelings, not off of your flesh, but how are you in the spirit trusting the Lord? Go for it. Because guess what? If you go for it and if you please the Lord by initiating your faith, you'll continually grow. And this is why the Bible says from faith to faith we move. And it's from grace to grace. God will cover you as you humble yourself, trust him by grace. As you humble yourself, trust him, man, you'll honor God. And you'll grow in your leadership. And it's something you can look back and know that you please the Lord as you follow him and trust him. So keep initiating your faith, keep trusting him, and may God bless you.